Hello, I am Andrew Weens with the Trinity family, and I am here in our Up Not Out Education video blog series where I give you the skills you need to lead yourself, to unite your teams, and to inspire lifelong education in the next generation so that they grow up but never out. We're in the 4th week of our story series where I've been teaching you how to construct a consistent story narrative that you're telling your students, you're telling your staff, you're telling yourself, to make sure education doesn't deteriorate into just going through the motions and logistics and all those things. We keep the story fresh. Last week we talked about how to get staff buy-in. This week I want to talk about how we can transition the talk into the walk of our programming and our lesson plans. I'm going to give you 3 things to do that. The first is to give yourself permission to start with quality, not quantity. This is going to be a journey. It's a lifelong journey. That's part of the message that we want to be sending to our kids anyway with regards to education. But just start with one part. If you're a classroom teacher, start with one part of your day or one subject that you're going to begin to tweak, to change, to do it differently in light of your story. If you run an after-school program, give the staff the challenge of planning one thing, one lesson plan this month where they're going to intentionally embed story. And we're just going to start, and I'm going to look at this and walk through this process with you as a leader to how to do that well. We're going to start with quality, not quantity. The second thing is to embed story standards. And what I mean by that is to actually create a document to help you with your lesson planning, to help your staff with your lesson planning, that they're going to use when they're planning activities or when you're planning activities, that's actually going to have the language of your story in it and on it to make sure that you're hitting those points throughout your activity. So, for example, when I was leading Up Not Out education, Up Not Out programming and staff stuff, I'm looking to give them hope, dreams, wonder, freedom, play. What I'm doing, and what I'm asking my staff to do when they're planning an activity is, okay, which one of those things are you going to key in on? Okay, this is going to be a wonder activity. This is how I'm going to give them seeds of wonder. This is how I'm going to articulate it. And I'm just going to organically kind of embed these themes, and we're going to go big with it so that this becomes a memorable moment that they take away a seed of the story that we're telling in our programming, not just in our speech. And then the third thing is that you, as the leader, or if you're a classroom teacher, you can model the excellence, and a great way to do that is through monthly parties. Now, a monthly party is just what it sounds like. It's you picking one day, one afternoon, 1 hour of the month where you are going to plan a specific story party. And you're going to do activities that are over the top, that are unique, that are memorable, but that flesh out and embed the story principles that you're living. When I was doing, I had a wonder party. Now, we didn't necessarily call it that, but that was my theme. Okay, we're going to go after wonder. And maybe I call it a nature party. And we did all kinds of crazy things outside. We were making mud pits and doing mud wrestling. Those are the kinds of things that are going to give permission, in my case, for kids to grow up but not out of their childhood. When they see adults being amazed by bugs, digging in the mud, getting messy, and being like, this is what it looks like to be an adult. Isn't this amazing? Look at this wonderful thing. And I'm intentionally embedding that into a party. And by doing so, I create a moment and an event that inspires my staff and inspires my student with what this can look like when we take the talk and actually flesh it out in lesson planning. So those are your 3 things. Start with quality, not quantity. Embed standards in your lesson planning. Actually create a document that can help you do that. And then, third of all, do a monthly party. And so that's my final challenge to you, my activation to you this month is, we're now in September. Looking ahead towards next month in October, I want you to pick a day, an afternoon, an hour that you are going to lead a party for your classroom, for your program, and you're going to put programming, lesson plan activities, flesh out this language you're talking about. Create memories that are going to work towards the end of your story. So that's my challenge to you. Thank you so much for being an Up Not Out educator. Tune in next week, and I'm going to help you get parent buy-in. How are we going to get the parents and the families involved? That's next week. Enjoy your day today. Have a great week. Bye.